Good morning, everybody. Silas back again today. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Today's the Monday afterwards. You probably won't see this until about a week after Thanksgiving though. But anyway, I hope you had a good one. Hope you didn't eat too much. Hope everybody's safe. I started today out at the yard. I had a couple loads of junk come in, and I'll show you guys those when I get back to the yard. But right now I'm actually headed out to my place because I've got my buddy Skylar bringing in a really cool old truck. I believe it's a 1949 model, but you'll see what it is here in just a minute. There it is. You'll get a better look at it here in just a second when I unload it. 1949 International KB7. And there she be. That's a cool looking old truck. You don't see the big ones like this very often. It's got these really cool headlights on it. I love the styling of this grille. With these ribs on it like that. All the chrome's on it still. It's got really good patina on it. I wish these logos were on here a little bit better still. Although I'm kind of glad they're not, because then I'd want to keep the doors. I collect sunflower stuff, and those are really cool. It's probably an old Kansas truck, state truck. I don't believe this door opens, so I'll have to go to the other side. The only thing it's missing is it's missing both of the side windows, and it's missing the battery cover off of this side. So that's kind of unfortunate. This side here opens up. There's the back window out of it. Somebody's replaced the seats at some point in time with something newer. But still got all the original stuff. One thing I thought was kind of unique is they put this old Dodge truck shifter down here on the floor. I'm not sure what they have it hooked up to. I don't know if they have it hooked up to the dump or what they have it hooked up to. I'm sure something like that. It's even got the original International heater in it. The only rust in the truck is up here. That's a really common place for these old trucks to rust out, because what happens is mice get up in there and they build nests, and then it rusts out because the mice urine is really corrosive towards steel. And then the back of the cab, you can kind of see here, is all beat up where they were dumping rocks and whatnot in the back of the truck. And so it got all hammered up there, and it probably got crushed in every now and then from dumping stuff in the back of it. So they probably just got inside the truck and started smacking it with a hammer to beat it back out. Would be my guess. So the roof is pretty rough in this truck, but a guy could get a roof skin fairly easy. The roof skin is the same on the regular KB series. What's unique about this one is being the KB7, it has the big front clip, which is different than the other ones. I even got a title to this one, which is crazy. You don't usually see titles for these old farm trucks, because here in Kansas it's not that important. There's the engine. Guy was telling me it's a Diamond T engine. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I mean, that could be right. I have no reason to doubt it. But he says that engine there, you dump some gas in the carburetor and put a fresh battery in it, it'll fire up. Runs like garbage because it's been sitting for 25 years at least, but he said it still turns good, and every time he tries to start it, it starts back up. So may try to do that at some point in time. I'll for sure save that engine. More than likely what's going to happen to this truck here is we're going to pull the cab and front clip off and sell those to somebody to make a rat rod out of, and then the engine will sell it, and then the rest of it will scrap. The bed's a steel floor bed, so I'll save that. I use those for skids to haul stuff around on. But then the chassis itself will just get scrapped, unfortunately. There's not a whole lot of value in those other than scrap. But just check out that truck. That thing is so tough looking. Here's a hood off of a typical KB series truck of that same era. As you can see, they open from the front like a normal hood, whereas this one over here opens from the sides like a big truck. And so that's part of the difference. The grill's different, the fenders are different, headlights are different, everything's different about them. But I do believe the cab is identical, although now that I think about it, it may not be identical either because of the way that battery box mounts. I'm not sure if I have any more of these trucks this year out here. I think I do on the other side. So I guess let's go check real quick. Okay, here's this one here. Now this one's just a half ton. So this one's different yet than the 1.5-ton trucks that I'm used to dealing in. So the front clip on this is different yet for sure. This is even smaller than the 1.5s. But looking at the cab is definitely different. I do believe the roof is the same though. No, now that I look at the roof, it's different too. Although this could be a K series here. This truck may not be exactly the same. So that may be the reason why. So I don't know. I'll have to do some more research. But still, even with that beat up roof on the other one, it's still a really cool truck. If someone just turns this into a rat rod, honestly, the beat up look kind of just gives it character. So regardless of whether a roof will swap out or not, gotta have to do a bunch of measuring and stuff like that to find out if it would. But even if it won't, I think this cab and clip will still sell for pretty good money. And now I'm back at the yard. This is one of the vehicles that came in this morning. There's a couple good pieces on this one. Got this rear spoiler here on it, this little wing. I gotta pop that off of it. Then it also has a visor on it. A lot of the little lenses are broken, but you can buy those brand new for fairly cheap. It looks like it's probably gonna need some wiring work, or at least something worked on there. I'm not sure why those are hanging down, but still, that's a fairly valuable piece. The inside of the thing is just stuffed full of junk. It is a four-wheel drive, but you know, I've never sold a half-ton four-wheel drive front axle out of one of these trucks. I guess they're just not worth anything. But yeah, I'm going to pull those visors off there, that visor and that wing. Get those popped off here in just a minute. And this little Honda Civic came in as well. It's just scrap. It does have a converter on it still though, unfortunately. I mean, it's good. It's a bonus in money. But I got to figure out how to get it off. It's on the manifold and I can't really roll the car over without dumping junk all over the ground. There we go. I got the visors off of it and the wing. I believe it's ready to go. I thought about saving those mirrors, but they're a little bit tweaked and the other one's broken, the glass is, so I'm probably not going to mess with those. Probably just go ahead and take it on into the shredder. Now I got a load loaded up. Just smashed the roofs in and stacked those. I got the converter off the blue one finally. It came out pretty easy actually. I was kind of shocked. I just flipped, well, before I flipped it over, I smashed the roof in so nothing would fall out of it. And I folded the trunk in, smashed it in good so nothing would fall out. Flipped it over, put the fork on this, and it went pop and broke. And I just shoved it out the top. It's still full. Kind of a bad deal in a way. Converters have hit the lowest point in 2 years as of today. Hit a 2-year low, and it looks like it's still going to keep going down, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I'm going to teach you all something real quick about how to get a chain tight on one of these. Now in order to do this, what you're going to need is you're going to need one boomer. You're going to need a chain hooked solid on both sides so there's no give in it. And then you need another boomer or tie down of some sort, whether you want to use the ratchet style or you want to use the boom down style. I use the boomers just because they're cheap and easy and quick for what I'm doing. But what you do is you get your chain hooked on both sides, which there's hooks up underneath these fenders. That's where I have them hooked at. Have them good and solid. So what you want to do is you want to take one boomer, hook it down solid like that, and hook it on your chain wherever, and just do that. It doesn't have to be super tight. Then you take the next one and you hook it up fairly high. It doesn't have to be real high. It's probably off the camera in that one, but it's up a little bit higher. And you hook it on here like that. That way all the slack is right here in the middle. And you do that. And when this comes loose, you can take it off. And now it's tight. So basically you're just using that first one to get the slack out of it. Like this one here had all that wire up on top. So it smashed all that down, got the slack out of it. And then the second one was good and tight. Otherwise you'd have to do this 5 or 6 times and unhook it and rehook and unhook and rehook. Just a lot quicker to do it this way. Now if I was going long distance, I would do that one more time and use a tie down, or use a bar to pop this one down tighter. But I'm not going that far, so I'm not too worried about it. Well guys, it's starting to get late. I'm going to run up in the building and get a few things that sold online. It was an absolutely beautiful day today. I can't believe it's almost the end of November and it's this nice outside. That is just crazy to me. Even the sunset is absolutely beautiful today. Now I'm in here in my little building. It's not the greatest storage place, but it's pretty good and works for what I do anyway. I've got most of my eBay stuff that I have listed on these two shelves. The one behind me, which that 68 Dodge truck grill up on top, that's not listed for sale. As you can see, I don't really have a whole lot on there that's listed for sale. That's stuff that's been on there forever and a day and hasn't sold. And this is all stuff that is either listed, recently listed, or is about to be listed, except for those license plates. I haven't listed those yet. But some of the stuff I've already listed, some of it I haven't gotten around to putting on there yet. Just old carburetors mainly, some old hooks, gas pump nozzles, that type of stuff, some old pulleys. Just odds and ends. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot on there. I think I have about 45 items on there. It's not a whole lot right now. I plan on putting more on there, just it seems like I'm constantly busy, never really have time. But I did sell this on there. I think this is a 350 CFM Holly. Manual choke, pretty good condition. So I gotta take that home now and package it up and ship it out. I have spent many hours sitting right here in this chair listing stuff for sale. I'm kind of running out of room a little bit over here. I need to advertise that grill and get it sold so I can get it out of here. I don't even remember what it's out of. I think it's out of an old 70s Monte Carlo, if I remember right. But I'm going to close this one out here. I've actually already got a guy interested in coming and looking at that 49 International. He's supposed to be here later in the week. I don't know how serious he is. I got to be out there anyway to meet someone else. So he can look at it and decide from there. Like I say, that's a pretty rare truck. I'm going to price it high, see what happens. I may come down on it, but no time soon. So I give the serious buyers a chance to buy it first, and if nobody's serious, then I'll come down. But it's first come, first serve. So some people think that if they wait long enough, it'll go cheaper, and it's true, it will go cheaper, but someone else might jump in before you do. That's why sometimes you just got to pay the big bucks. I've done it before myself. And one quick note before I leave. Don't forget, I've got an Instagram and a Facebook page. I always put the links in the description. If you could go follow me on Facebook and Instagram, get my numbers up there, that would be fantastic. I would really like to be able to get the official blue check mark, but I can't do that on Facebook until I get a lot more follows than what I have now. And on occasion, I post stuff on there that I don't post on YouTube. Sometimes I'll get something in that's neat, and it won't quite make it to the vlog. Maybe I don't have my camera out, maybe just whatever reason. I don't always know the reasoning, but I'll post pictures on there of stuff that never gets seen on my vlogs. So there's different content on there, so make sure you follow me there and here. But I'll stop boring you with all that talk. If you're not interested in doing that, I understand. I'm going to head out, go home, package that carburetor real quick, and I've got some other stuff I got to take care of. I got to edit some videos and other odds and ends. So I will be back in the morning. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit a thumbs up. And remember to get out there and find an adventure. We'll see you next time.